Good evening, everybody. We are back with another episode of Mi Casa is Su Casa with Lydia and F. Tonight we will be making a delicious beef soup using meatballs, caldo de albondiga or sopa de albondiga, and we will be using, of course, ground beef. Okay, you will use the amount necessary for your family. I will make rather small, maybe for 2 meals, but enough for you guys to see how you make it. So we have carrots, we have also chayote, okay, potatoes, any type of a squash that you like that has the thin skin, okay. I love yuca. You don't have to if you don't like cassava. I love it, okay. And green beans. Those will be my vegetables for the soup. So now that I've shown you that, I'm going to start working with you and show you what we're going to do with this meat. It's very easy. It will be done in no time. Let me turn this down over here. Okay, how is everybody doing? Get over here, more light. There we go. You can see better. All right. So I'm going to turn it so you guys see what I'm going to do with the meat. Okay. Put you over here so you guys can enjoy the view. You see it? Better now? All right. Okay, so what I will be doing with this meat over here, okay, I will be adding, and let me come over here with you. We're going to add some chopped cilantro, okay, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, a little bit of onion, okay, less than half, unless you like more onion, and a little bit of oregano. That's what I have over here. So what we're going to do is just dump it in there. In the cilantro, the red bell pepper, the oregano, the onion, and the green pepper. It's just a little piece of green pepper and a little piece of red bell pepper because it just gives flavor to the soup. Okay, goes in. Now, I have over here this bay leaf. Some people like to work with that. I feel that is too strong, but I wanted to show you because a lot of people like to put a bay leaf. I don't, because I feel that sometimes it just overpowers the whole soup and it tastes more like bay leaf, but some people like it. So anyhow, I just wanted to show that to you. Okay, now you guys know already that I do my cumin crush in this molcajete or mortar, and this time I also crushed the pepper there, so I'm gonna put that in there, cumin and pepper. Okay, all right. Just because you don't have one of those don't mean you're not gonna make this soup, okay? Because you can always just crush it somewhere else or buy it powder. You know, there's many ways you can buy cumin and also pepper. I'm going to use my hands that are clean already, okay? And this is my food only, so I am good. I'm not touching anybody's food here, okay? And I constantly, you guys see me, I have that habit when I'm in the kitchen, constantly washing our hands. It's so important now. But working with your hands, it's different than with the spoon because I really want to incorporate all this really good so that it doesn't start falling apart. And if some falls apart, it's okay. It's part of the caldo. But you want all that to be incorporated really good in your meat. That's the purpose that you do this with your hands. Okay. Now, this meat is going to need some salt. And I will be using one of these, okay? It's by Goya, Sazon with culantro and achote. You guys are very familiar with Goya. Okay, so that goes in, and that will be my salt. You want to incorporate it really good because you don't want some salty and some no salt. So you make sure that it's all over your meat. See, that's why you work the meat kind of if you were working dough, something like that. Get into all the everywhere. Okay, and so now you have it here with salt. You will always taste because it's a caldo and it's got veggies and the veggies absorb salt, but we will be using one of these in the water we will add to the caldo. All it is a bouillon cube and it's beef. If you don't have beef, hey, I have used chicken before and it just gives flavor to it. And sometimes I use both. So I'm going to use that. Now I will add to that, before I forget, garlic. Garlic gives a lot of flavor to your caldos. And you can't go wrong with that. Okay. Smells delicious already, and it's just the meat. Smells delicious. Wait till we put all those vegetables, and it's gonna be amazing. That's why I felt like doing this, because it's different. It's different, you know. It's not the same old soup. Okay, now I kind of do this. Now some people do it different. Some people grab some meat like this, put the meatball, and they put some grains of rice in there. Okay, I normally, this is what I do. You can use your own method. Okay, it's not a lot of rice. I might not even use all that rice. Okay, because we're not making rice soup. We just want to put that rice. And that's what makes this so delicious. In here, see, like with my hands, I've done this 3 times. So I'm going to see how that works. If we need more, we'll come back and put more. Because what happens is, you guys know that rice starts growing, and you don't want to have rice soup instead of meatballs. You just want that. That actually adds flavor and also helps bind everything together, because the starches in the rice definitely help as glue, so to speak. It's not glue, I'm not saying that, but they help the meatball stay together. Some people, when they're making other things with ground beef, add an egg. I'm not gonna use that because I don't want the egg to change the flavor of my delicious meatball soup. So you can tell, see, if you wanted a little bit more, you could. I just don't want, let's see how that is. I could check it out. Probably can throw a little, just a bit like this. I'm just being careful. Okay, that's all I'm trying to teach you. Just when you do this, don't get carried away with the rice, because I remember a friend of mine, I was trying to guide her, but she didn't listen, and then she definitely made an explosion of rice in her in her pot. But anyhow, this is it for now. So then, just like you do in your normal meatballs, the size you want to. There is no rule of how big or how small. So because of that, I'm going to stay in between. Not too little, but not too big. Because we all like big meatballs. I do that, but I like that when I'm having like Italian meatballs. Yes, I like a big one. But I think in a caldo, you could, if, hey, it's your taste. But I'm doing medium size, okay? And see, it was little meat. I think I have over here a little bit over half a pound. And it just grew and grew and grew. So you can always make and share with your neighbor. Take it to your grandmother. Take it to your mother, and if you have a large family, it's gonna be gone in no time. You serve this with a nice rice, because see, that's the reason the rice is not part of this just to have that rice inside like a big portion of it, because you're going to serve it with rice. So that's more like the rice adds taste to this, and it helps it stay together, like I was telling you. But you will make your side dish, and it has to be a delicious. I mean, you can make any side dish you want to. I'm just telling you the tradition, okay? It's a rice, a tasty rice. I made my version that I will show you one day that has carrots, shredded carrots, tomato. It's got onions. It's got chicken bouillon. And that's it, but it tastes delicious, and you need a good rice, or you can do a Mexican red rice with this. It goes perfect, okay? Because that's how it's served, that's the tradition, and it just tastes, you need some rice with this, okay? Okay, almost there. See? We got here one. I think we're going to have a little one here. It's hard to make them exactly the same, but you just do your best. Let's see. I'm taking a little from the big one so we don't have this tiny one. Okay, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Am I right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yes. Okay, and now this is the way I cook. And you might have another way, but I'm going to show you what I do. And it's the same thing that I did when I was teaching you how to do the mariscada, the seafood soup. I like to add a little bit of olive oil. Okay, let me bring you over here to where the pots are so you can get a better view. Okay, let me see. I don't want you guys to. Okay, so what I do is I put a little bit of olive oil. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna start with working with my meatballs here. Okay, just gonna put this higher, and I want to show you. I'm gonna let this. The heat was low. I didn't want my pot to be burning, so I just turned it up. But while that is heating up, let me show you. I got a rice there going, a little bit of rice, and that's the one with carrots and everything. Okay, I'll show it to you more when we're done. Put that there. I'm gonna take it out of the heat for a little bit because I don't want it overcooked. Okay, and so we are almost ready. Excuse me, bringing you here. Excuse me. So what this does, this method, it will bring all these flavors out. Okay, and we're gonna put our first one in there. Let me see if I can bring you to where you can see them going in. Okay, one more. One more. Bring it closer in a minute. Okay. And all we're doing is we're not cooking them all the way through here. What we are looking for here is some crust that will help seal the whole meatball and bring all those flavors out that are going to go in our soup, okay? Thank you for coming to your house. Mi casa es tu casa. I welcome all of you. And I want to tell you that I can't even express the love, how you guys support me. And I just love that we can be together through something that is a common denominator for all of us, which is food. You know, I love that. Everybody argues about something in this day, and you have to find something that we all can agree. I know we all disagree in anything, but I celebrate life and I celebrate ethnicity, races, because even if we are from the same country, let me tell you, we are different. The ways we cook is not the same way your neighbor cooks. We are all very different. We're diverse. That's how God made one of you. That's why I love cooking, because this is where we can interact and enjoy who we really are. Okay? So you can see how it's developing that crust. I already turned them. I'm doing the other side now. I smell that cilantro, oregano, the bell peppers. Ooh, it's starting to smell my kitchen. The garlic. Yes. Delicioso. I bet you guys all can say that. I've been saying it for a long time now. Delicioso. Okay, we're going to check it because we're turning them as they are just browning them. We're browning them. Okay, we're not cooking them all the way over here, okay? That's not what we're doing. I just want them to get some crust and to put some flavor in there. Because all that beef got flavor. So, almost there. Trying to turn them from all sides. I put my hand in there. Okay. Doesn't that look beautiful? It is just easy to make. Now I am putting one beef bouillon, okay? Don't worry about, because this is not powder, but it's going to dissolve. You don't want this to burn in there. I'm putting it now because to that caldo, I will be adding 4 cups of water. Delicioso. Okay, 4 cups of water, and this is like the fun part. And be careful when you move them, because this is not the dish that you want to be shaking and shaking, because turning and turning, because you're going to break them, okay? So this is me. I love cassava, so it goes in there. I know that the Mexican way of doing it is not with that, so that's my little own cassava there, okay? Because this is a Mexican dish. I don't know if other countries have it, but I learned from Mexico. Okay, so we go with our green beans. You can add other if you like, but these are the basic vegetables that we add to this caldo. Okay, chayote. carrots. As much, I've noticed a lot of people like a lot of carrots in their caldos. Go ahead. Okay. Potatoes. Hispanics are known that their caldos are chunky. So don't, if you want to dice it in cubes, fine. You will go to a Mexican restaurant or Hispanic restaurant, Salvadorian, even Brazilians. We like chunks in our soup. Okay? And we have calabacita or squash. Any one you have, even yellow squash, make sure it has the thin skin that you can put your nail through. Not the hard skins, they're not for this. Okay, squash. Okay, so let me put this in there. Okay, just trying to make the water cover everything. Okay, and now we have half of tomato. I don't want to put too much tomato. I gave you my grandma's way of crushing it. Don't ask me why. It just tastes better than when you just dice it. So I just do it. Okay, you have clean hands. Remember that. Okay, so we have all that there, and it's gonna start boiling. It's gonna start boiling. Now I can put back the rice here. It's got colder. Okay. So just move here a little bit. We taste for salt. For right now, it's okay. It might need a little, what we're gonna see, because what happens is now that it starts boiling, the veggies are gonna start getting salt. So the water, the broth might need more salt. And that's when we gotta go back and add either another one of these if you like, or salt. I like this one because it's got a lot of flavor, the Goya. Love it. Okay. So what I thought I might do so I don't overpower, I'm gonna use just a little bit. Some people add the whole bay leaf. I'm just gonna add, look, this, because I don't want to taste, I don't want bay leaf soup, but I just want that flavor. Just a tiny bit. If you like it, of course, you can add. Almost there. Once it breaks, boiling, it starts boiling, it's going to be ready in no time, because those vegetables take very little time to get soft. And then I will tell you how we're gonna eat it. Then I'll bring, while that is going, what I'm gonna wait over here is just for the soup to boil. And then I'm gonna cover it and lower it a little bit. And then it will be ready soon. So right now, let me get this out of here, and then I'll bring you over here with me. We're gonna do one more thing. And I'll show you how we're gonna eat it too, because there is a way you eat things too when you serve them, right? Let me see you here. How is everybody doing? Hi, Edith. It's so good to see you here, Mama. That's my friend from Australia. Jessica, how are you? Is Nova cooking? Nova needs her own show. She is so beautiful cooking. I love Nova. And your son. Kisses to them. So what I'm going to do now is, the way we eat that soup. See, I have here some cilantro and some onions and a lemon. That's how you serve it. You serve your soup and this on the side and the rice. And then you have, and of course, some Mexican tortillas. And we have also I don't know if I want to call him a guest of honor, but a very hot one. And what they do, they call them chiles toreados. You put a little bit of oil in a skillet or in a comal, a griddle, and then you roast it there. And once it's roasted, you serve it with the rice, just as so, the whole one. And it's what they will call, chile de mordida. They'll take a bite. Okay. So, or they can cut it with a knife, but this is how we're used to getting it at the restaurants. When you go and say, can you please bring me a chile toreado? They'll bring you one of these one roasted, and we're used to having it like that. But if you don't like the spicy, you don't have to, okay? I'm gonna have it because I love spicy. All right, so before, I don't know if you guys saw the show I made on charamuscas, and we did the tamarind. This came from the agua, from the fresco, and then we did the charamuscas. So tonight I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna have all that meal and it's delicious, but I need something to drink. So what I wanted to tell you is so many things that we can do, especially in the times we are living, okay? These little baggies can help you store food, or if you want to freeze vegetable, whatever. But it's a way of freezing tomatoes, like tomato sauce that you can make, a home tomato sauce, and put them in little bags, and when you go to cook, just pour it in there. If you want to have some lemonade ready, and then you want a lemonade, throw it in the blender and add some water, and you got lemonade. There is a lot of ways that you can. It's not only to eat, because these are charamuscas. Remember how we eat them? This is what they're for. But today I was thinking, what am I going to have to drink with that? If it's such a good soup, I want something good to drink. So we are going back to agua. With these frozen ones, it will be even better. Watch what I'm going to do. Bring my blender. Okay, over here. And it's gonna be easy. It's not a big deal. All it is it's like when you buy those frozen juices, remember? All you have to do is blend it or pour water. So there we go. Look what I'm doing. Just cutting it from the top. Okay. I can show you my blender here. And it's going in the blender. Okay, don't worry about that one because it's gonna be crushed. Okay, and I'm gonna have agua de tamarindo again. So all you have is, you don't have to eat them just like that, like I showed you, frozen. But now you get it back to whatever you want it to be. So we're gonna have agua or fresco, refresco. There's different ways of calling this, okay? So what I'm going to do to help the blender is add not too much water, but just a little bit. It's not gonna hurt it because my tamarind is rather strong, because I like it like that. Okay, just a little bit, just to help the blender. Okay, and covering the soup while I'm talking here and lowering the temp. Okay, so now we have it covered. The soup is covered so that it will just cook and just soft. Once the vegetables are soft enough, then the soup is ready. Let me see now if you guys, I can take you to a better look over here. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna start. And that's it. And now I have a cup in the freezer that I have it getting frosted. You can see it got frosted there. Had it in my freezer. And what I'm going to do, take this out of here. Okay. Put this blender in the back. Okay. And I will let you see a better angle for you. Okay. And I don't even need any ice in there. My cup is frosted, as you can see. And I have this like a slushy here. Tamarind slushy. And I don't need any ice. And I have my drink. I have my drink. No worries. You always have something. You just got to get creative in the kitchen. Some people can put that fruit in little cubes and have it ready to make one of these. But I love those little bags. I have seen a Mexican lady that has a show in YouTube that she saves her tomato sauce that she makes in them, and every time she cooks she gets them out and it's fresh tomatoes. So those are great ideas. Cooks are always creating and thinking of ways of recycling, saving, because food, you don't throw away food, okay? And good taste. How is my people? Hello, Alicia, how are you? Okay, so here I have something happened here. We got, you guys can see me, but it got very dark. There we go. All right, there we go. Cheers. Please, please, please. Please go do your tamarind agua. Go to that video and taste it. Your kids are gonna love it because you can make the charamuscas I taught you, and you can add chamoy. And if you don't know what chamoy is, your kids are gonna guide you, even tell you where to buy it, because they know all about that. Okay, so it's like a slushy, and as it dissolves, it's turning into refresco, or agua. Very refreshing. Now, I want to let that just cook a little bit more. I don't want to just be opening because I can't wait to see what's happening there. So while that is getting ready, remember I show you this guy over here? Don't be afraid of him. It's just a pepper. It's just a pepper. Okay, what we're going to do, I'll show you with that. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil, and I'll bring you down so you can see it. Okay, right there. You don't need a whole lot. Okay. Getting hot, getting hot. Oh my God, that soup, that caldo, my goodness, is just so delicious. Wow. And this soup takes no time. See what I do here? I put the oil around. It takes no time because it's ground beef. And you don't have to be waiting for the meat to get soft. You don't. See? I know my trick like that. You don't have to, if you don't want to add oil, you can put it over here and it's going to give you that roasty flavor. I'm just adding a little oil. Coming up, coming up. And this takes no time, it's just heating up. But you will impress somebody if you serve it like that. If they like peppers, if not, they will be impressed, all right? Like I said, you don't have to serve it with that. Okay, and this is the time while that is heating up that we are going to taste our soup. Something happened here. Oops. Something happy with the skillet. I think we got some oil there. Let me check the soup with y'all. Okay. And we're going to taste it for salt. So let's taste it. I think this is great, but it needs a little bit of salt. Now, because I love that Goya, I'm going to add one more. You don't have to, okay? But I'm going to add one more of Goya. You can add salt if you want. This is just gives it a lot of flavor. And for those that like the color, it also adds color to the soup. Okay. Now we can taste. What happens is the vegetables got all that flavor now. Oh yeah, it is better. It is better. If you guys want to add a pinch of salt, you can. We'll see how that goes. I'd rather for this to need salt. I can always add it even when I'm eating. And I like my veggies not too soft. Okay, I like them soft, but then turn it off. Okay, very good. Okay, we'll see what happened here. I turned it off. I think some oil probably fell in there, but let me take a look at this. Okay, we'll see what it was. Let me check here our soup. Almost done. Almost done. Let's see. Once the potato or the carrots that are the hardest, they're ready, that's it. And then I will show you over here. We have our rice. Okay. Okay. Let's see what I have here. I'll bring you over here again. Right here. I changed the griddle. I don't know if some oil was under or what. We'll see with this. If not, we're gonna do it in another burner. I think this should be fine. Can you see it? I just want you to get a good angle. There. That's better. So remember, we're just turning it brown. And you taste for salt, because my taste for salt might not be yours. So remember to be tasting your food. One more vegetable that you can put in here is corn. It's almost ready. corn adds a lot of flavor. You gotta be careful because it's sweet. So you don't want it to be too sweet. Okay. You will see what we're doing. See, it's starting to get brown. Checking the soup for you here. Yeah, now let me see the potato getting soft. Very good. And the salt is perfect. Okay. And so we are going to serve soon. We're just waiting for Mr. Pepper. And I'm going to put one tortilla here. And over here. It's all coming together. All coming together. You can heat them in the microwave if you feel like it. I like them like this. My little griddle. I don't know what happened. Maybe it had oil under. But you can see this skillet works as well. Now, some people throw this in the soup, okay? You don't open it so it doesn't get hot. They just throw it in there, okay? I'll show you what, and that's what probably I'm gonna bring you to the soup. It's almost ready. I think I'm gonna do that. Just put it in there. And it's, you know, you can do it roasted or in there. My tortillas are ready. The caldo we're about to serve. And it's delicious, you guys. It's delicious, delicious, delicious. First, I'm gonna bring you to, we're gonna serve some rice together. Yummy, yummy rice. I know all of you love rice. See? Arrocito. Arrocito. Arroz. Hispanics, we speak in diminutives, everything like little. Arrocito. It's a sweet way of talking. If your name is Luis, your name is Luisito. It's just a sweet way of talking. So this is arrocito. Okay, look at that. Look at that rice. Look at that perfect rice. It's not mushy, it's not stock, it's just perfect. Okay, Bring it over here. And I want you to see what's going on over here. I'm gonna cover that little bit of rice left there. Okay. And I added a piece of corn where we were working with the bell pepper because it adds flavor. I forgot that I had some corn. And then I remember that we always add corn. Corn takes no time in cooking. Okay. And now the pepper is getting softer. Okay. That's all you need. And sometimes you don't. If people like it crunchier, you don't leave it all the way through. You can always ask. Okay, we're gonna start plating, okay? We're gonna serve some, are we here? Calabazas, potato, carrots. We're gonna move this guy over here right now. Chayote, green beans. Yes, please give me a lot of green beans. Please, please, please. I love green beans. And many potatoes as you like. Calabaza. Okay, look what you did over here. Beautiful meatballs. One meatball. Another meatball. Okay. How many you want? I'm gonna have 3 for now. Or I could very well have 4 because, like I said, they're not huge, but they're not little either. Here, I got one more. I think 3 is plenty for dinner. Look this guy that came at the end. And I want to show you the yuca. Okay. And we're going to just put that. I'm not going to eat the whole pepper. Just mine is just, it looks pretty. I might eat a little bit of pepper. I'm not going to have the whole. Sometimes, I don't know for what reason, they are not very spicy. So look, now I'm going to take the broth and serve yourself as much as you want. I like broth. I like it a lot. That's what we call caldo or sopa. Okay. You can turn it off and I'm going to put more vegetables in here. Okay. So we have a lot of, let me put some of this green beans on the top. Okay. I'll bring you now. Turn it off. I want to present this to you and we'll come over here where we're serving it. Coming with me. And we got the tortillas waiting for us. Nice and warm. Okay. Tostaditas. They're kind of crunchy because I left them there. Okay. Hello, my beautiful people. So good to be with y'all. Okay. Here, before we chat. How about this? How about this? Look at this soup, people. Look at this beautiful soup. The colors, the vegetables, I mean, everything. It's just, look at this. Some of that chayote, and I'm gonna grab one more of these. That's what I was trying to get. the squash. I love squash. We call them pipianes. Some people call them squash, chayote, whatever name you want to call it. Okay? That's our soup. And it's a fiesta because you serve this. Gotta see the whole thing. See? You serve it with rice. Now we're gonna add, look at this, some cilantro. No. Flavor, it's what's all about. And some onions. Believe me, it's about food, we want flavor. I don't think there's anything worse than to go to a place and the food tastes bland, like no taste. Salsita verde that we've made together the other day. It's okay to add salsa to your caldo. It's like chilito. Okay? You can put it over there by the rice. It's your food. Now we have tortillas here. Mine, I like them crispy, but I also like them soft. This time I have them crispy. Okay? And I'm going to taste with all of you here. Okay? Got rice over here. Okay? Caldito, the soup. Okay? I'm going to start with tasting the soup. Let me get you over here. We're going to taste it together. Soup. I'm telling you, you don't need to wait hours for your meat to get soft if you're going to buy ribs or whatever to make your beef soup. This is a nice and quick and delicious way, and it will take you no time. Now, I'm going to bring you here. And I'm going to get some of that meatball, because I know that's what you all want to try. Arrocito, some rice. How about that? Isn't that love? I mean, it just looks so beautiful. Let me get this spoon. I'll put some chilito. That's what we're all about, adding things. Okay? And I'm going to put some soup in there. And I got my tortilla ready. And then, let you see me. In honor to all of you, I'm trying it for you. It was just hot because I just got it out of there, but the taste of this soup. Look, I'm gonna put my tortilla in the soup like a bad girl. Delicious. I'm telling you, people, I encourage all of you. I know that it's easier to go get something. Your hands are precious. Your family will love you and appreciate you. And this is so easy. Some squash. Delicioso. Wow. Wow. The flavors of this soup. Oh my God. Some rice. And more. I'm going to put what I like is that green bean with the meatball. Let's see. It's so much, you can only put so much in the spoon. Absolutely. I can't find a word. It's just so delicious. If you don't want the green salsa, you can have the red one too. Hey George, God bless you. Good to see you. Elizabeth. Elizabeth says, I came in late, but it looks so good. That's the beauty of having YouTube. We can go back and watch. But I want to see pictures of all of you doing your caldos. Meatball. It's delicious. Ooh. You don't need anything else. You don't need to go and spend $20 for your meal, for one meal. When you have all that, maybe in the refrigerator. I can tell you, it's hard to say, I'll see you tomorrow when I'm having so much fun eating. Now, look at this. We have the tamarind. Who likes agua de tamarindo? I do. When I go to a Mexican restaurant, for sure, I love it. So we have tried, I'm going to try the chayote with y'all. Let me see if I have here I'm thinking for another right here. You don't have to have only salsa verde. I didn't make it homemade this time, but I have some, it's a brand I've never seen, but I got it at La Michoacana, Del Primo, and it looks good because it looks coarse. It doesn't look all blended. You can see this, whatever, cilantro, whatever is there. It looks like a good red sauce. And I tried it, and it sure was. It doesn't taste bad, or I will tell you. So you can add to your meal, to your rice. See? You can eat it with red sauce too. Very good. Now let me do with y'all, if I can over here, I'm gonna do a thumbnail so that I can put it on YouTube and people can be encouraged. Okay, I'm doing, it's like a picture that I'm gonna put, and I'm gonna show my pepper, because tell me how much people love peppers. All right, you guys, this is just to encourage you, all right? I hope you guys show me some pictures. I love you all very much. And until tomorrow, God bless you. I love you all. Stay safe. Bye-bye.